What's up, Brand Builder? I'm Bonigala, and welcome to another episode of the Brand Builder Show. In this episode, how overzealous marketing can hurt your brand. It's good to have a strong drive and commitment to promoting your brand. In fact, that's what I advocate all the time. But there can be such thing as too much. The thing is, there is a thin line between excellent marketing and over-marketing that it can be very difficult to tell when one crosses over. This is especially the case if one is working in a vacuum where you don't have access to the customer or market feedback, and are instead just blindly pumping out campaign after campaign without taking the time to properly gauge their effectiveness. Now, in this video, I would list a number of ways that excessive over-marketing can damage your brand. The first one, overprotective brand police. You can be very good at protecting your brand, but can you protect it from yourself? At some point, a brand will sort of develop a trademark look and feel to its marketing materials, and smart brand manager will try to preserve its integrity as much as it can via usage guidelines. But at what point does it become to sort of stifle creativity and the flow of communication? Having such rules in place can help maintain a consistent image, but one should balance process and creativity in order to generate truly effective marketing messages. Otherwise, your advertisements and marketing materials will begin to look flat, generic, and uninteresting, and create a brand disconnect. When you segregate customers into different markets and tailor your message to these groups, you are connecting on a more intimate level that will, hopefully, prompt a more favorable response than generic communication. You should be very careful that you don't overanalyze and begin categorizing customers into smaller and smaller groups than you need to. Not only is this needless kind of pigeonholing, but tailoring your market to a large number of groups is going to be a serious drain on your time and resources. And you're not even sure that such hyper-specialized kind of marketing will result in increased effectiveness, or if that increase is enough to warrant that much spending. Next, inaccurate advertising. Salespeople fall into this trap all the time. In a rush to complete the sale, they make exaggerated claims and misleading assertions when talking about a product's features. Low-level errors like these can be sorted out at the customer service level, and they don't really have an impact beyond the affected customer and the salesperson responsible. When you do it in marketing, it's a whole different ballgame. Because when marketing has a wider reach than your individual salesman, more people are affected and misled by false advertising with greater consequences. False advertising can lead to serious penalties such as legal cases or, damage to your brand. Irreparable. Sometimes you cannot even recover from such damage. Always verify your marketing materials to make sure your claims are accurate and your product features completely listed. Now, you can dance around parts that are relevant to your advantages, but don't stray too far from the truth, because the customer is sure to catch you out eventually, and that's going to be a disaster. Next, saturating the medium. As a marketer, you want to maximize your exposure as much as you can, but too much and you risk overexposing your brand and saturating the medium. Customers will indeed see your brand all over the place, but they may start feeling negatively towards your brand and be annoyed at your ads instead of being interested. One way of keeping up a kind of a high number of ads while not risking overexposure is to have different ads promoting the same product. This way, you can sort of maximize your brand exposure while rotating ads, switching things up and keeping customers from getting tired of seeing the same thing over and over. I have seen this style of marketing done by one of our clients for whom we created a kind of a wedding photographer studio website and all that. And it was really effective. And we've seen a lot of success for this client. By far, The best way of keeping yourself from over-marketing your brand is to constantly measure and evaluate your marketing efforts and people's reactions to them. This way, you will be able to tell early on if there are problems with a brand campaign and what you can do to improve the next one. Now, I hope you have found this episode useful. If you have any questions on this topic, please hit me up on Twitter. My handle is @Bonigala. Or leave comments below this video and I will surely respond. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel. Till my next video, take care.